Imagine a world where election results are not only transparent and immediate but also unhackable. Imagine people having full faith in the electoral system, knowing their votes are secure and accurately counted. This isn't a far-off dream, it's possible with blockchain technology. In today's video, we're diving into how blockchain can reshape the way we run elections, making them more secure, transparent, and trustworthy. Stick with me for the next few minutes as we break down the use of blockchain in elections and how it could revolutionize democracy as we know it. We will explore everything from the basics of blockchain, comparisons with traditional systems, to real-world examples and future implications. By the end, you'll understand why blockchain could be the answer to many of our electoral challenges. Before we discuss blockchain in elections, let's understand what blockchain actually is. Blockchain is essentially a decentralized digital ledger that records transactions across many computers in a way that ensures their records are secure and cannot be altered. Imagine a chain of blocks, each containing data, and every change is reflected on all participating nodes. It's like keeping everyone on the same page, always. This makes blockchain nearly impossible to hack or manipulate. A quick example to understand it better. Imagine every person in a village writing the details of an election on their own piece of paper, and these records are constantly cross-checked to match each other. This is essentially what blockchain does, but on a global digital level. It's not just about ensuring security, it's about creating a system where all participants are actively involved in maintaining the accuracy and trustworthiness of the data. Blockchain is the backbone of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, but its potential reaches far beyond digital money. It is now being explored in various sectors, such as healthcare, supply chain management, and of course, elections. The underlying principles, decentralization, immutability, and transparency, make it a perfect candidate for revolutionizing how we vote. So why do we need blockchain for elections? To understand, let's compare traditional election processes with blockchain-based elections. Traditionally, elections rely on centralized systems. You have physical polling stations, election officers, centralized databases, and paper ballots or electronic voting machines. These processes are vulnerable to human error, manipulation, and even cyber attacks. We've all heard about the controversies, hacked databases, lost ballots, long delays in counting, and issues with transparency. Many countries have experienced voter suppression, ballot tampering, and even allegations of outright fraud. Blockchain-based elections could change this entirely. With blockchain, votes are recorded as individual transactions, each time-stamped and verified by multiple nodes. It's decentralized, which means there is no single point of failure or authority. An ideal environment for something as critical as a democratic vote. Imagine a system where not just one central authority, but an entire network of nodes works together to verify every single vote. This removes the need for blind trust in a centralized authority and replaces it with a transparent process that anyone can audit. Blockchain elections can also eliminate issues of tampering or lost ballots. Once a vote is recorded, it cannot be altered without altering every subsequent block, a nearly impossible feat. This level of security and transparency could finally restore people's faith in elections, making electoral fraud a thing of the past. Now, let's dive into how a blockchain election would work. Imagine you're a voter. On election day, you receive a digital voting token, which allows you to cast your vote securely via a blockchain-based platform. This could be done on your phone, computer, or even at a digital polling station. The voting process could be as simple as logging into a secure platform with a unique voter ID and submitting your choice. Once you cast your vote, it becomes a block that is added to the blockchain. The beauty here is that because the blockchain is decentralized, everyone can see that a vote was cast, but no one can see how you voted. Your privacy is preserved. The anonymity of voters is a core aspect of blockchain voting, which ensures that your choice remains confidential yet verifiable. Each vote is validated by a network of nodes, and once it's on the blockchain, it cannot be tampered with. Plus, votes can be counted in real time. No more waiting for days or weeks for election results. Results could be instantaneous. Imagine the transparency and trust this could bring to elections worldwide. Every voter could even verify that their vote was counted, eliminating doubt and encouraging more people to participate in the democratic process. To further illustrate, think of the voting process like a digital bank transfer. When you send money digitally, the transaction is verified by multiple banks before it is complete. Similarly, when you cast a vote in a blockchain-based system, your vote is verified by multiple nodes before being added to the blockchain. It's this collective verification that makes blockchain so secure. So, what are the key benefits of using blockchain for elections? Let's break them down into 7. 1. Security. With blockchain, the risk of hacking is minimized due to the decentralized nature of the system. Altering a single vote would require altering every block across the network, practically impossible with current technology. The entire voting system becomes resilient to attacks, as there is no single point of weakness. 2. Transparency. Every vote is recorded on a public ledger. This means anyone, at any time, can verify that their vote was counted, and counted correctly. Blockchain brings transparency that is often missing in traditional elections. The ability to verify results builds trust among the electorate. 3. Speed. Election results could be finalized almost instantly, saving time, money, and reducing controversy over delays. Instead of waiting for weeks for votes to be counted, results could be delivered within hours, or even minutes, depending on the scale of the election. 4. Accessibility. Blockchain elections can make voting more accessible for people who can't reach a physical polling station, such as those in remote areas, individuals with disabilities, or even citizens living abroad. By using a secure internet connection, people could participate from anywhere in the world, increasing voter turnout. 5. Reduction in fraud. Since blockchain voting is based on a secure identity verification process, the chances of voter fraud, such as identity theft or multiple voting, can be significantly reduced. Each vote is linked to a verified voter ID, ensuring that only eligible voters can cast their votes. 6. Cost efficiency. Traditional elections are expensive, requiring manpower, physical materials, transportation, and infrastructure. Blockchain voting could significantly reduce these costs by eliminating the need for physical ballots, polling stations, and manual counting. 7. Real-time audit. With blockchain, auditing is the natural byproduct of the voting process. Election officials, candidates, and even the public can verify the integrity of the vote in real time, preventing disputes that often arise from delayed audits and counting errors. Now, let's not pretend that this is a flawless solution. Blockchain voting comes with its challenges. The first is digital literacy. Not everyone is comfortable with technology, and implementing blockchain-based voting would require education and training. Many voters, especially in regions with lower digital adoption, may face challenges in understanding and trusting the technology. Another challenge is access to technology. In many parts of the world, people lack the devices or reliable internet connection needed to vote electronically. Bridging this digital divide is crucial to ensure that blockchain voting does not exclude certain populations. There's also the question of scaling. While blockchain is a secure technology, can it handle the millions of transactions required during an election, all in a short period? Current blockchain technologies are still evolving, and their scalability remains a concern. Additionally, privacy versus transparency is a key concern. Balancing voter anonymity with the transparency of blockchain is a delicate issue. On one hand, voters must be assured of the confidentiality of their choices, while on the other, transparency is necessary to prevent fraud. Innovative approaches, such as zero-knowledge proofs, are being explored to address this challenge, but it is still a developing area. And of course, there's the political aspect. Will governments and political entities accept blockchain technology if it means giving up control over the electoral process? Many governments may resist the adoption of blockchain due to fears of losing control or the challenges of overhauling existing systems. Additionally, regulatory frameworks would need to be established to support blockchain voting and ensure it complies with local and international election standards. Let's look at some real-world case studies where blockchain has already been tested for elections. Estonia has long been a pioneer in digital governance, and they've been experimenting with blockchain to secure their voting process. Estonia's e-residency program and digital identity infrastructure make it a prime candidate for blockchain implementation in governance, including elections. In 2018, Sierra Leone became the first country to use blockchain technology for a presidential election. Although it wasn't a full-scale blockchain election, it was a successful test of the technology's potential. It demonstrated how blockchain could be used to securely and transparently record and verify votes, setting a precedent for other countries. We'll also discuss smaller-scale trials in the United States, like the West Virginia pilot program that allowed military personnel stationed overseas to vote using a blockchain-based system. These examples show that blockchain voting isn't just theoretical. It's being implemented and improved upon right now. In Switzerland, some local municipalities have also experimented with blockchain voting, demonstrating that developed nations are keen to explore the potential benefits of secure and transparent voting. Blockchain technology also brings ethical and political considerations. Who controls the blockchain network? How do we ensure the system isn't monopolized by a handful of powerful entities? If a small group gains control of the network, it could potentially compromise the integrity of the election. Therefore, decentralization is crucial, and the selection of nodes needs to be diverse and representative. Furthermore, transitioning to blockchain elections would require significant changes in legislation, infrastructure, and public trust. It's not just about technology, it's about reshaping our understanding of what a secure and fair election looks like. The political implications are vast, and these are questions we, as a society, must answer before embracing this new era. There's also the issue of global standardization. Different countries have different electoral processes, and adopting blockchain would require harmonization in terms of technology standards and regulations. The inclusivity of a digital-only election system is also a major concern. How do we make sure everyone, regardless of their digital literacy or access to technology, can participate? Ensuring that marginalized communities are not excluded will be a significant hurdle. The ethical implications also extend to data privacy. How voter information is stored, managed, and protected in a digital ecosystem must be carefully governed. So, how close are we to seeing blockchain being used widely in elections? Well, we are closer than you might think, but we're not quite there yet. The technology is ready. We have the ability to deploy blockchain voting systems. What's needed now is the political will and the trust of the public. We need more pilot programs, more research, and most importantly, more education about the benefits and limitations of blockchain in elections. Several countries are already exploring this option, and we could see smaller elections, like local or municipal elections, moving to blockchain within the next decade. It's all about building trust and proving that this technology is the key to fair and transparent elections. The transition won't happen overnight, but with increasing concerns over election security and public demands for transparency, the push for blockchain voting is gaining momentum. Collaboration between governments, technology companies, and civil society will be key in making blockchain voting a reality. The more successful pilot programs we have, the more confidence the public and officials will have in blockchain as a viable solution for electoral challenges. The world of elections is at a pivotal moment. We have the technology to secure, streamline, and modernize the way we vote. But it's up to us to decide if we're ready to embrace it. Blockchain technology offers an incredible opportunity to make elections more secure, accessible, and trustworthy. But it will take time, understanding, and a collective effort to make it a reality. The promise of a fair, transparent, and efficient voting system is within our grasp, but we need to take the first steps together. If you found this discussion eye-opening, I encourage you to share it. Let's spread the word about the potential of blockchain in revolutionizing elections. Together, we can educate and push for a future where every vote truly counts. If you liked this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more deep dives like this, and let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. What are your thoughts on blockchain voting? Are we ready for it? Let me know. Together, we can build a future where democracy is secure, accessible, and transparent for everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.